What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shades by Slade, and today is the first day of fall for 2024. So today we're going to be doing a full glam makeup look, and if you guys are interested, stay tuned. First thing first, when we are doing our face, we want to make sure that our face is moisturized and primed. So we're going to be starting out with our La Roche-Posay, the Double Repair Face Moisturizer. Using this to moisturize our face. This is the first step into getting a very nice look. Just going to make sure that we cover all of our areas. This is going to make sure that when we go in with our primer, everything is just moisturized. And the primer is just used so that it can block out everything and make everything even. We are going to let this dry and soak in a little bit, and then after this we will be doing our primer. Now that we're done with our moisturizer, we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It's like an OG primer. It is really good upon application and it is very sticky. When applying a primer, you want to make sure you get a good sticky primer and one that blurs out all your pores. And you can massage it in with the brush or your hand. It's really up to you. But for me, I'm just going to use my fingers. And we are just going to go about it and make sure we cover our face evenly. And just do the same thing for the other side. Again, when we are using a primer, we want to make sure it is very tacky so that it holds on our foundation really well. And obviously, if I put this up to my face, it is going to stick, because that's what, when you see this, this is what you want. You want something that is going to stick to help that foundation stay on all day. So with latte makeup, you definitely want to have like a perfect base. You want to make sure that your base is really smooth to prep it for your bronzy look. Is it just me though? Is the latte makeup the same thing as summer makeup, bronzy? Or is it just me? I don't know. But with the latte makeup, you don't want to add pink at all because you want it to be warm. So for my base, I'm going to go in with NYX Cosmetics Blur Foundation. And we're just going to put a little bit on our face. And again, you want to make sure that your foundation is matching to your skin tone, because again, this is bronzy. So pull out all of your fall foundation, blend this in. I haven't used this foundation in a long time, but I definitely remember why I used it, because as you can see, you can't even tell that I even put it on my skin. Gosh, I definitely need to use this foundation more often. I totally forgot about it. Okay, and so for the latte makeup, you can still have a bright under eye, but again, when we bronze, we want to make sure we just bring everything together. So for my concealer, I'm gonna go in with my go-to, which is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpt Concealer. But what I'm gonna do here, I'm definitely gonna layer this on. So I'm gonna use, my first layer is going to be a shade that matches my skin tone. And then when I go back in, I'm gonna use a lighter shade. So this, I'm just gonna put on the bridge of my nose, my chin, and on my forehead area. And I'm just gonna let this sit for a few seconds and let it not dry, but I want it to melt down and seep in a little bit. And then I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna blend it. And for this, I'm gonna be using Real Techniques brush. And again, we're just gonna let it sit for a little bit and then we're gonna blend it. When blending out your concealer, you definitely want to make sure that you are using a light hand. You don't want to just be smashing it into your face. And then once we blend this out, we're going to go in with a lighter shade. And as you can see, that is flawless. We just blended that out, and we're going to do the same thing for the other side. When blending out our eyes, want to make sure we are doing it with a light hand. Under your eyes is the most sensitive, so you don't want to go and just pierce it. And I'm going to just blend out my nose area. And my chin area. These areas I won't go back and add the lighter shade. I'm just gonna keep it how it is. And then go up here and just blend this out as well. Okay, so now that everything is blended out, I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade, which is Butterscotch, and I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna go back over the spots that I concealed. This is gonna give us a more brighter effect. And again, we're just gonna let that sit for a little bit, and then we are gonna go in and we're just gonna blend that out as well. And I'm just gonna do the same thing for this side. Remember, go in with the light hand. So now everything is blended out. I'm just gonna go in with a contour stick, and we're just going to contour to enhance everything. I am gonna be using Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick, and this is in the shade Ebony. And I'm just going to contour my cheekbones. And then I'm gonna go in and put it at the top right there, because when we blend this out, we want everything to look natural. Now that we did our contour, we are just going to blend that in. Usually when I'm blending out my contour, I want to use an angle brush just because of the way I am blending out for my cheekbone. So I'm just going to use an angle brush, and I'm just going to slightly blend out the contour. And again, we want everything to look bronzy, but this is the first step, and I'm just going to blend this out. Blend out our nose area as well with the same brush. And you want to lightly blend that out. So we did blend that out, the contour stick. I want to go in and add another cream bronzer on top. So I'm going to go in with NARS contour in the shade Laguna. This is their bronzing cream. And I'm just going to go over what I just did for my cheekbones. I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to pat this on top of what I've already done. And if you can see, it definitely gave us more warmth, and that is exactly what we're looking for. You don't want to add too much, because again, we are going to go over this with a powdered bronzer just to kind of bring everything together. And I am going to put it here. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And as you can see, I did bring that warmth back to my face. So now that we did our contour, I want to go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch. This is their Easy Bake and Snatch Press Powder. And this is in the shade Blondie. And with this, I'm just going to go under and I'm going to put it under my eyes. I am applying this before I apply my loose setting powder. And this is just going to blur the heck out of my under eye. Definitely giving me that snatch and full effect blur. And if you can see the difference between this side and that side. And I'm just pressing this under my eye. And I'm going to do this to my chin as well and my forehead, to our nose. Now that we've done that, we're going to go in with our loose setting powder and we're going to put it in the same areas, but we are not going to use a lot. We just want to set the area. We really don't want to bake too much. So I do have the Huda Beauty Easy Bake loose setting powder, but I don't want to use that. I want to use my all-time favorite setting powder, which is my Beauty Bakery setting powder, and this is in the shade Plantain Caramel. And I want to use this to put up under my eyes to give it that more brightened effect. And ultimately, the bronzer is definitely going to make everything pop. I just want to pat it on the back of my hand to get all the excess out. And we are just going to put this right up under the eye. And we are just going to press that in there. And I just absolutely love it. I don't know, it gives like a more banana yellowish effect without giving it. I don't know how to explain it, but I absolutely love this setting powder. And I'm so sad that she sold the company because this is like a really good brand. I'm just gonna do it to my chin area as well. I do want to do it right up under my contour just so that it can give it a more snatched effect. Just gonna put it right up under the contour. Do the same thing for this side. And I'm also gonna press a little bit up under here. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna take the excess that I did have and I am gonna put it on the bridge of my nose, just so that it can get it a little bit warm as well. Now that we did that, we're gonna add our blush. So this, I'm gonna be using the Beauty Bakery Brownie Bar, and I'm gonna be using the orange shade. This is a latte makeup fall glam look, so I wanna give those orange bronzy tones instead of the pink rosy tones. And I'm just gonna brush a little bit of the orange off to my brush and just gonna add it to my cheeks. And I am just adding this, and it's buildable. You can build it up if you want, if not, that's fine too, but you just build it up to your liking, whatever you prefer. And then I'm just going to get my pad and I'm just going to add it, kind of blend it out. Okay, so now that we did our blush, we are going to go in and we're going to do our eyebrows, clean them up, make sure everything is good with those. And I'm going to just be using a concealer that matches closer to my skin tone. And we're going to be using the Too Faced, and we're just going to put this up on our eyebrow. And we are going to shape our brows how we would like them. And we're just going to use this as the base. If you have eyeshadow primer, you can use that, but for me, I just use the concealer as my base. Just gonna go in and just blend it accordingly. And I'm just going to do the same thing for the other side, so just stay tuned. Okay, so now that we're done blending out our eyes, we're going to be going in with our palette. So it is a fall latte makeup look. So I'm going to go in with shades that are warmer. And for this, I'll be using the Colored Rain Queen Bee palette. And in this palette, it has some warm colors. So we're going to just be using this to create our look. I'm going to go in. I didn't think I would be using a yellow today, but I'm just going to go in with the yellow. And we are just going to be doing a pretty simple, I mean, it's not, it's an intermediate look. And I'm just going to be going in with the yellow. And I think I'm just going to be using 3 colors. I'm not going to do a cut crease today, as that is my favorite. But I'm just going to go in with the yellow. And for the middle color, I will be using this burnt orange right here, well, the lighter color. And we are just packing that on there. And if you guys are interested in more eyeshadow looks, just let me know and I can post more videos. But drop in the comments below, what is your favorite fall makeup look? Is it the bright colors? Is it like a neutral natural soft glam look? Let me know in the comments below. The yellow is a lighter shade. I have to go back in and I have to pack more on. That's usually what happens when you're dealing with colors. You have to go back and just pack and get it and build it to how you want. And so for this, I am just going to pack a little bit on. In this shade, I'm just going to bring it above my eye line. And I'm really just blending it that way. And again, I'm going to go back in with the yellow. I'm going to do the same thing for the next eye and then I'll do my eyeliner. Now we're blending all of our shades and we're going to go in with the black eyeliner. Y'all know me, I love a dramatic wing. I don't know if I'm going to go too dramatic, but I am going to go in with my Urban Decay 24/7 inks. And this is a black liner and I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to create my wing. Like I said, I didn't want to go too dramatic, but I definitely want to go where you notice I have on eyeliner. And I'm just going to do the same for the other eye. So this is the wing. And I'm going to do the same for the other eye. And like a good tip, just to put it there, you want to place your hand on your finger on your face to give it that stability, and you want to go in and you just want to go up, do it at the beginning, go and add our lashes. Once we add our lashes, I think I'm gonna go under eye and I'm just gonna add more of the same colors I added to the top, pretty much the same color to the bottom of my eyes. And we're just blending this out. And once I get to the desired shade, I'm gonna blend that out with the yellow. You always want to do a darker color and then blend it out with the lighter. I don't know, it just gives it that pop. Now I'm gonna go in with the yellow and I'm just gonna blend it out. I blended that out. I am going to go in and I'm going to add my lashes. That one was really quick to put on. Usually it takes a long time. I legitly think that was like the quickest I've ever put on my lashes. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna add black liner up under my eye. And when I do that, I like to barely touch my eye, only because it really made my eye water. So if you can see the difference between the black and the one side that doesn't have it, it really do make it pop. And this is gonna just make my eyeshadow pop for the Viral Latte makeup look. And this is exactly what we want. So now that we did that, we are gonna save the best for last. So we're gonna be going in with our lip. Now, I always do a brown lip combo, but this is just what I love to do. So we're gonna go in with our lips. And for this, I love my ColourPop lip pencils. They're the bomb.com. I don't know, I go by it, y'all. So we are just lining these lips. And it really be hard for me to talk during this process because I'm lining my lips. So y'all just bear with me. And this is in the shade Pitch. Now, it's up to you if you overline, underline. I mean, I just really follow my natural lip pattern. And I'm just going back over it. On my finger, I'm just gonna blend it out just a little bit. So now I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop lipstick, and this is like a brighter shade. And I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna add it. To my lips. And you want to make sure you blend it out to your liking, however you like. I'm gonna go in with the lip gloss. I'm just going to put this on my lips to make it pop, make it more juicy. So this is my little fall makeup look, and you can always go back in and you can bronze whatever else you want, but for me, this is my latte makeup look, and I really enjoy doing this. I think it looks the bomb.com. And literally do it how you want to do it. If you want it to be more bronze, add more bronze. If not, this is fine as well. But this is my latte fall makeup look for 2024.